Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
Now it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it.
They did get on. They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
It's a gain of.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knock the ball away.
For the Seahawks field goal. A 53-yard.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40 for gain of 3. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The 37-yard line.
Carr now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They do go for it. It's Carr. They'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Seahawks 3.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be... 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jacobs now. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the 3rd quarter.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and chip some up.
And he's into the clear. Score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 56 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
At the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And it's a run to maneuver. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point.
Seahawks 10. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. out of the gun. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 10.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Malik Collins coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks